Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you a spread for grief. So today, I will be bringing you a reading associated to grief. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. If you would like to join me on my other platforms such as Patreon, Instagram, and TikTok, please go into my description box where you will find all the links to be directly connected to each platform. You will also find my website where you can schedule a one-on-one service. All right, guys, so what are we going to do today? So this is a new spread for me, and this is something that I want to really start implementing and utilizing in my readings, are different spreads that could be helpful in different situations. Today's focus is grief. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, I always drop 3 videos a week on my YouTube channel, okay? One on Saturday, one on Sunday, and one on Wednesday. The one on Wednesday is always messages from your person, okay? On Saturday and Sunday, I switch it up to see. I'm kind of trying to see what people like, what they like, viewing, okay? So today, we are going to look at grief from a different standpoint, okay? So first we're going to look at the first card that we're going to pick is going to be a card for an outlet, okay? For you, how can you utilize a certain outlet to help you through your grief, and then the second thing that we're going to look at is an act of love you can do for yourself, okay? Something that you can do for yourself while you're experiencing grief. And then we're going to look at a truth to remember no matter what happens, okay? Something that you need to remember, a truth. No matter what happens, to help you through this period of grief, okay? On Sunday, tomorrow, you will have a video, and this spread will be a spread of hope. And I think grief and hope go very, very well together. So I thought I'd start off with grief first and then move into hope. And I thought Sunday was really a great day to release a video of hope, since it is a day of rest, and it's also a day where a lot of people celebrate their higher power, whether that be God, the universe, or maybe it's just, Earth, the earthly plane. So it's just a time where people really take more time to spend with their family, their friends. They become a little bit more present than their regular 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, crazy work schedule. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. My little buddy here has stopped burning. I will stop to drink water. And if you have been one of my long time followers, you'll know that I've just been very thirsty nowadays. All right, so here we go. Can't remember the name of this deck, but this is the deck I think I'm going to use first. We'll see. So right now we're just going to look into, the first card is going to be an outlet for grief, okay? So this is something that you can utilize, an outlet that you can utilize to help you through the grief. And if I need to confirm any cards, I will. So I am going to confirm this card, clarify this card, I mean. We have the Ten of Swords energy here, okay? The end of a situation then brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders, the end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and clarify the cards here, okay? An outlet for grief, what I think that they're saying is to look at the brighter side of things, and the brighter side is that the past, the sadness, that you will be receiving relief from your sadness and from your grief soon, that there is an opportunity for some type of new happiness to come in for you, okay? And, you know, maybe one of the reasons that you're experiencing grief is because, you know, maybe somebody in your life was an addict here, okay? And the great news is that this is the end of an addiction, okay? So this could be the end of an addiction for you, an end of, you know, an addiction for somebody that surrounds you. And this is definitely going to take a lot of weight off your shoulders and their shoulders. But first, you have to also, you know, kind of go through a grieving process, even if you're ending a negative situation such as addiction. Okay, there's still a loss. There's still a period of, you know, if you have been an addict for a certain amount of time, okay, this outlet that you've been using, this substance as an outlet for your grief, and now that outlet is gone. So the new opportunity is here for you to utilize a new outlet, okay, to deal with maybe your sadness, your grief, or both, okay? Definitely walking into greener pastures, I'm seeing here. Maybe one of the outlets for you is to spend more time in nature, maybe planting flowers, planting in a garden, maybe going to botanical gardens. This is an outlet, okay? Something that you can use to help you. New opportunities, new ways to work through your grief, your sadness. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So here with the Knight of Cups, is to really be gentle with yourself, to offer yourself. This is somebody offering a cup of love, okay? So the universe is suggesting to you that maybe as an act of love for yourself is to give that love that you so freely give to others, okay? So this is all about being gentle, okay? This is about, after a period of time where there's been a lot of swords, a lot of pain, okay? Now you're moving into a place where you have decided, okay, I'm going to take a different approach, a new approach, and I'm going to be a little bit more gentle with myself and how I handle future situations. Also apologizing, okay? Maybe you need to apologize to someone, okay? Maybe you did something and maybe it wasn't completely your fault, or maybe you just did not know. But maybe some of the grief that you're experiencing is because you are feeling guilty or a little bit ashamed because you did something that may have hurt somebody's feelings, may have literally hurt them, okay? You may have, said, mean things, had an argument, whatever. This is coming from grief, okay? So maybe you need to apologize, just, a genuine apology. I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. I'm sorry for what I said. Yeah, because here we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, somebody may have, we have a lot of sword energy in this position, you know, as an outlet. So I feel like one of the outlets is to help you through the grief is to get out of your head. Okay, get out of, because what you're doing to yourself is you're causing yourself a lot of paralysis. You're causing yourself not to move forward from this grief. Okay, and so the universe is suggesting that you take time, like I said, you know, to get out in nature, to plant flowers, plant a garden, to apologize for your part. So this would be you taking accountability or responsibility. And, you know, sometimes we experience grief because we've lost someone that we love through death. Okay, so if that's the case, the universe, you know, you may not need to, obviously you would not be able to apologize you know, up front, but maybe you could just apologize. You know, when somebody passes on, they're still right next to us and they can hear us very loud and clear. So but maybe somebody left you, because I see here we have, you know, somebody's bags packed, or maybe you left someone. Okay, and whatever the reason, you know, that you had, because obviously your mind told you that you needed to do this. Okay, and or their mind, somebody's mind told them that they needed to do this, they needed to leave, or you needed to leave, you know, that this chapter was over, you know, and the universe is saying that literally this chapter is over. Okay, so they're opening up a new doorway for you. The doorway is open and all you have to do is walk through that door. And, you know, it could really change your perspective on what you're experiencing right now. You are most certainly, you know, welcome to take as long as you need to heal from the grief, but the universe is saying that during this process, a couple of things that you could utilize as an outlet are maybe traveling. Okay, trying different things. Could be painting. Okay, because when I look at that door, it looks like a, you know, a portrait of nature. Planting. Okay, maybe rearranging, moving things around. We have a basket. Remember, in typical tarot, we usually have the swords in the back. This person does not have any swords in the back. Okay, they've put them in the basket. So maybe rearranging. Okay, and rearranging your thoughts too. So maybe more meditation, going out in nature more often. Meditation, you know, I know can have its rap of you just sit down and do nothing, and you sit there for 5 to 30 minutes and you quiet down your mind. And some people can do that, but some people can't. And that's okay. There's no need to get yourself all tangled up if you can't sit there for 30 minutes without a thought coming through your mind. The more that you practice, the less that it happens. Okay, it's all about being gentle with yourself through that process. And sometimes what you need is just to get out in nature, and your mind will allow your thoughts to shut off automatically on their own. All right, so let's look at an act of love you can do for yourself, okay? And I don't know, I kind of feel like some of the things that I just said could be an act of love for yourself, like planting, rearranging, painting. You could even do painting by color, traveling, going on a vacation, packing up your bags. But let's see what the cards say. Because that... But just alone with, you know, a weight being taken off your shoulders, that's definitely going to help through the process of grief. All right, an act of love you can do for yourself. I love this for you. We get the High Priestess. Meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. Absolutely. You know, read a good book. Okay. Eat healthy. This person is holding an apple. Okay. The apple is representing health. All right. Remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Okay. So an act of love for you is to eat healthy. Okay. An act of love for you is to nourish your mind, read books. What type of books? Whatever books you're drawn to. They can be self-help books, they can be romance books, they can be comedy books. It's all dependent on what you feel drawn to. They can be spiritual books, self-help books, self-development, you know, how to heal from whatever, a broken heart, how to heal after a breakup, how to heal after the loss of a loved one. There's a lot, mass information. There's tons of books out there, you know, for you. I've been currently recommending a couple of books. The Anatomy of the Spirit, The 7 Stages of Power and Healing by Carolyn Mace, M-Y-S-S, and then Marianne Williamson, A Return to Love. And also The 4 Agreements is a beautiful book, okay? But, you know, some of them may not help with, you know, certain things like breakups, okay? But the library is a wonderful resource, you know, if you just want to, you know, go borrow a book and return it. Or you can, of course, buy anything off of Audible and, you know, Amazon. You've got all the tools at hand, okay? But the universe is saying that, you know, one of the acts of love that you can give yourself is to meditate and to turn inward. This includes resting when needed, drinking plenty of water, and like I said, eating healthy if you possibly can, just to nourish your heart, your mind, and your soul, and your physical body, because when you are going through a period of grief, you do feel very tired and drained. You feel depressed, you don't want to get out of bed. So you've got to do the best that you can in other areas of your life to regain your strength, okay? And to do so gently. Let me see what else comes up. Spending time with your family. You know, if you love your family. And I am also going to a source of water, okay, because that looks like a seashell. I could be wrong. You know, as you regain balance, the ocean, any type of lake, body of water could be very beneficial to your soul. Be a great place to meditate and go inward so that you can, you know, spend more time healing. The universe is saying the one thing that you should not do is take action, okay? Because right now it's time to heal, it's time to rest, it's time to go inward. So meditation very high on the list. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Cups energy. So an act of love you can do for yourself is to leave the past behind. You know, walk away, all right? Because what this is, you know, sometimes when we're walking away from something, you know, obviously there's still a process of grief, because you could be walking away from a marriage, you could be walking away from somebody that you love, you could be walking away from your family members, you can be walking away from a friend. All these things, you could be walking away from a job that you know, was very, you made a lot of money from, but it didn't bring you a lot of happiness, or maybe it did bring you a lot of happiness and it brought you a lot of money, and all of a sudden you're finding yourself moving in a different direction because it's just bringing you a lot of grief. Or maybe the grief is that you're walking away from something that you felt that you loved, you know. So the universe wants to remind you this is an act of love for you, okay? You may not recognize that by walking away and redirecting your energy, this is an act of love for your own sanity, for your own well-being, for your evolution. But this is part of your path to walk away and move forward into a new adventure, okay? This is redirection. This is the universe saying, hey, we are redirecting you, okay? You may not at the present time be able to see that this is an act of love that we are offering you. Remember that new opportunity? Okay, they're asking you, utilize this new opportunity, okay, as an outlet for the grief that you're experiencing. This is an act of love for you to eat healthy, to read books, to, you know, go out and to bodies of water, all right, and to walk away from the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are contributing to the grief that you're experiencing. Absolutely. I love this. Wow. I mean, clear messages here. You're walking away from something that no longer is serving you. Yes, you're experiencing grief, you know, and you're going through a period of sadness as you move into a phase of your life that you may not currently understand. But what you're moving into is a lot of happiness, love, okay? I mean, this is a new beginning. So again, new opportunity, new beginning coming out twice in this reading. Okay, so that's what the universe is basically bringing to you. With every ending, there is the opportunity for a new beginning, okay? And this one, I mean, the universe is saying, look, the universe is literally, this is you walking away from something, and then this is you. They're extending, or them being God, the universe, whomever your higher power is, you're walking into that cup. That's where you're heading. All right, so let's go ahead and look into the truth to remember no matter what happens. Okay, let's look at the truth to remember no matter what happens. I just saw the numbers 2244. To remember the truth no matter what happens. A truth to remember no matter what happens. We have too many cards here. One card, please. All right, here's your truth to remember. We have the Five of Wands. Conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from the drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Then we have very ambitious people. A truth to remember no matter what happens. That, you know, walking away from drama is probably the best step for you to take unless the situation is really worth your time. Then you need to stand up for yourself. So this is something to remember, that you need to weigh your options. You know, you need to ask yourself, is this conflict very important to me? Is my opinion important to me? Everyone's opinion is important, okay? And opinions can definitely cause a lot of conflict, okay? You can see that very, very, you know, here in our society, in our collective, we do have opposing opinions constantly that are always creating drama, okay? Pain and suffering. And the universe is saying, a truth that you need to remember, is it that important to you? Okay? If it is, then yes, you need to stand up for yourself. Okay? If you feel that that is how you should utilize your energy, by engaging in conflict, okay, because somebody has an opposing opinion, then do so. But I think it's also important to remember the balance of knowing when to stand up for oneself and when to walk away, okay? You know, because I feel the Eight of Cups here. I'm going to put this right here. I feel the Eight of Cups, you know, I feel that energy of being directed to just, you know, walk away from the conflict. Let's see what the cards say. Whew, love it. The Empress. You know, almost all my readings, I mean, Empress is just coming out a lot. So I love this. A truth to remember: who you are, your power, your position. You embody all the queens. You can be a masculine energy here today viewing this. This is non-gender. This is just saying, hey, I embody all the queens. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of, which one am I missing? Oh, Pentacles. So this is you sitting on your throne. So this is a truth to remember, that this is you, that you are successful, you are abundant, you are very nurturing, okay? That you're the light, okay? You're the light. You have all the keys to everything that you need to heal, to get through this grief. Also, the courage, the stamina, okay? You are abundant. You will be successful. You will move through this grief with success, okay? All right, another truth to remember, you have the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, so these changes are going to be steady. So this is a truth to remember, no matter what is happening in your current circumstances in the physical plane for you, that you are making steady progress. Okay, steady progress is being made. All right, even if you cannot see the evidence here in the physical, okay? So, and what stays in motion stays in motion. That means you're not going to go backwards. If you feel, oh my gosh, I had to take time off from work because I'm brokenhearted, I can't get out of bed, I'm going to lose my job. I mean, whatever those things that are going in your head, because this is what happens when you get in the Eight of Swords energy, okay? The universe is saying you're still going to win, okay, with this Knight of Pentacles, okay? Everything is okay. It's going to be steady progress. You're going to have to keep on putting in the work, and you're going to have to be patient with yourself. But the progress is being made. You are healing, and it's going to literally manifest here in the physical world, okay? So for some of you, just be careful during this, you know, time frame. Maybe you have grief because you've had to go through some type of medical issue that's affected your breast, your female parts with the High Priestess here. So it could be, let me see, your digestive issues. Could be digestive system, your breast, your uterus, and then with the Empress here, we are, this is connected to the neck, throat, lips, and cervix, okay? So maybe there's some type of grief, you know, maybe, you know, the grief is that you can't, you know, have children, or had to have your uterus removed, or, you know, there's grief from loss of something, and the universe is saying that everything is going to work out fine, especially with the Ace of Cups here and the Empress, okay? The universe clarifying that there's love here, there's commitment here, there's marriage here in your future, okay? And there's children here, okay? So if children are important to you, fertility is showing up for you, okay? Progress is being made. You're getting there, okay? Easy does it, okay? That's a truth to remember. Easy does it. You're making steady progress, and you'll need to be patient along the way. All right, guys, so I hope that you enjoyed the spread for grief. And tomorrow, like I said, I'll be dropping the spread of hope. I drop all my videos at 11:11 a.m. Standard Eastern Time. Please be nice to my friend. Who's my friend? You are.